Hey everybody, John the Other here, obviously. And today I'm going to read you something, so I'll be looking down at my screen. This is a very short article called What to Do If You Are Falsely Accused of Sexual Assault in Canada. First, don't panic. Seriously, do not panic. Now, unfortunately, criminal sexual assault accusations made outside of legal channels through social media are becoming a new normal. Now, whether you find that you've been accused through Twitter or Facebook or having the police come and knock on your door in person, the following steps, this article, should help you to defend yourself. But before we get to the list part, a caution. After you have been accused, every interaction you have with your accuser, whether it's through email or text message or Facebook or Twitter, no matter how conciliatory your tone, can be characterized into either criminal or deviant conduct on your part. There is no putting the toothpaste back in the tube. There's no reconciliation. There's no patching up of misunderstandings. Cut off contact with your accuser. No messaging, no phone calls, no driving past their place, no text messages. If she calls you, hang up. If you recognize the number, do not answer. And if you find yourself in any place, any location where your accuser is also present, leave immediately without comment. Forget about this being unfair. This is your future and your life and your freedom at stake. So we get to the steps. Step number 1, buy a journal and write in it every day. Now, this doesn't mean writing long explorations of your inner dreams and fantasies and aspirations. Write only what you do each day. The entries should be boring, factual, and short. For example, August 26, 2016, I went to work. I arrived 15 minutes early. I left at 5. I missed the bus. I stopped on the way home to buy groceries, and then staple the receipt for your groceries to the bottom of the page. This journal is a point of mundane stability that you are going to use for an anchor. Buy one that has the sewn and glued type of a binding. Do not tear pages out. Step number 2. This is a difficult step, but it's necessary for your self-defense. Scour the social media accounts of your accuser. Screenshot and save all of it, going back at least 4 months prior to your first notice of accusation. Back up all these files, whether you save them as PNG files or as PDFs or whatever. Back up all of this to removable media. That means you're going to save a copy on your actual computer, but you're also going to keep a copy on some kind of removable media like a thumb drive or a plug-in USB drive or whatever, and you're going to store this somewhere apart from your computer. Because in this process, there's a good chance your computer will be seized and you need those files. Step number 3, your story versus her story. You may feel a very strong urge to clarify your story and express it and displace the accusations against yourself. When you have been told that you have been accused of some kind of vague sexual misconduct, you do not yet have the specifics of any official complaint made to the police. If and when you are actually charged with an offense, you will have the right to see the full text of your complaint and your accusation. But until you have a copy of this, do not attempt to counter those vaguely made, imprecise accusations against yourself with your own details, because in doing so you will be giving your accusers a map which allows them to reshape and reformat their accusations to fit your facts. So keep your story to yourself, at least until you have the official accusation in writing from the police. The key to your defense is not your version of events. It is your accuser's version. Now, it may be painful for you to read through the full body of everything that your accuser has said, but your job will be to put your accuser's story into a single linear order. Leave your commentary out of this. As you are assembling your accuser's story into a single plot line, do not interject any observations about falsehood or contradictions or impossibilities. Just organize your accuser's claims into a single storyline with none of your opinion injected into it. You may need the calmest and most level-headed and most mature of your friends to help you with this task, and it will probably take at least several weeks to do it. Be patient. The organized timeline of your accuser's story that you are going to create is going to be your strongest defense. Step number 4. We're almost done. There are only 4 steps in this list. From your accuser's social media postings and statements given to police that you will have copies of once you've been charged with some kind of an offense, you are going to make a numbered list of all of the contradictions and inconsistencies in their stories. Do not put this into an order of importance that you think are the biggest things to the least. Put this list in date order. This is what your lawyer is going to need. You are not your lawyer's only client, and this is what you must do for yourself to win your case. You are going to be altered by this experience. You are not going to emerge without damage, but you can survive. You can have a successful life and a career after this. You will be your own best defense. Listen to the advice of people who have survived this before you, and don't panic. Thanks very much for listening, and have a lovely day.